So, I've been on a self development journey now for the past 6 years. I started during COVID when I launched my online business, and so many things transpired during that time from losing a lot of friends and, going from working a 9 to 5 to working from home and being by myself all the time. And reflecting back, I think one of the most difficult things that I had to endure on my self development journey was letting people go. I always struggled with letting people go and removing myself from spaces and places where I'm not celebrated, I'm tolerated. I always struggled with that. But just reflecting back, I think letting people go was by far the hardest thing that I had to learn how to do. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Jasmine, and in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of letting people go. You can't fix everything, and I think that's something that I struggled with. Was I was reading something somewhere that said a lot of times women who are extremely ambitious, and I've always been ambitious, women who are extremely ambitious and goal oriented, because you have those characteristics, I got to do this, do this, do this, I got to fix this, fix this, fix this, and you do this with your goals, you try to bring that energy into relationships. And so you're looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, well, if I just work harder, if I just try harder, right, then we can get on the same accord, we can hash out whatever problems we have, and the relationship can still build and grow. And I noticed myself doing that a lot. I would always try to overextend in friendships and try to fix it, try to work harder for the relationship to work. And that doesn't work. I am here to tell you that does not work. You end up staying in places and being around people who you should have left years ago. Like a lot of times, especially when you're self-developing and every single day you're working to just try to be your highest version, you are elevating. And a lot of times when you are on that type of mission, like to just do better than you did yesterday, you're going to outgrow so many people. So many people. You are going to outgrow them. And that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes your growth hasn't caught up with you mentally, right? And so you don't even realize, or at least I didn't even realize how quickly I was outgrowing people and outgrowing environments. But I still wanted to be in those places because that's what I knew. These were the people that I used to always talk to. These were the people that I used to always hang out with. These were the locations I always used to frequent. But it doesn't work. A lot of times you're going one way, your friends, your boyfriend, your husband, whatever, they're going another way. And if you guys can't go in the same direction, there's going to be friction. That's just the way it is. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people, okay? But it does mean that it just doesn't work. And you have to let yourself go. You have to let them go. You have to progress. You have to keep moving forward. And you can't bring people with you. That's something else I used to struggle with a lot. I used to learn information, especially when I started my online business. I was like, oh my gosh, you can do this to make money. You can do that to make money. You can start a YouTube channel to make money. I'm so excited about all these different forms of income that you can create online. And so I'm trying to tell my friends, like, girl, do this. Like, you can do this. Like, start this, launch this. And they looking at me like, I don't want to. And then in my mind, I'm like, why don't they want to do this? Like, what is wrong with them? Like, the money is right here. Like, what is wrong with these people? And in reverse, they're looking at me like, what is wrong with this girl, right? And so you can't bring people with you. They have to want to do it for themselves. They have to want to elevate themselves. You can't bring people to new heights with you. And when you try and you keep trying to pull someone along, that's just going to drain you because you're going to be in your head trying to figure out what is wrong with this girl. Why can't she lock in? Like, I'm literally giving her the play by play and she's not taking it, but that's not her path and she doesn't have to. And again, that doesn't make her bad. That doesn't make your boyfriend bad because he doesn't want to go in the direction that she want to go in. But it does mean a lot of times you're going to have to let people go. It is so draining as you continue to elevate to be around people who are not elevating with you. It is so draining to get to a point in your development journey where you don't want to gossip no more. You talking about how to make more money. You talking about how to lose weight. You talking about meal prepping, right? You talking about exercising. You're talking about what kind of trips you're going to be taking. Like, you talking about how you're going to fix your credit. Like, everything about you is on some whole new level type ish, right? But that's not what type of time they're on. They're not locked in on how to buy their first house. They're not locked in on how to fix credit. They're not locked in on how to start their business or how to go back to school. They're not locked in on that. A lot of times, unfortunately, people are just trying to make it through the day. They just trying to make it through the day. And I know that can be hard to accept, because it was hard for me to accept, because I'm like, there's a whole world out here. There's so many opportunities. But that's for them to find for themselves. And just so you guys know, any video that I make, I'm always talking to my younger self. So these are conversations that I used to have with myself. And so I used to just be so confused as to why they won't come with me. Why don't they want to do this? The play is right here. What is wrong with them, right? And instead of just letting them go and recognizing that we just no longer align, and that's okay, I would keep trying to bring them with me. I would keep trying to change them. I would keep trying to get them to see things from a whole new perspective. And that was wrong on my end. You guys, you can't change people. No matter how hard you try, even if the change that you're trying to implement into their life is the best thing for them. You could have the best solution to their problems, but you can't change people. You cannot change people, and you will drain more of your energy trying to change someone else than to just change you. Change you. Change how much time you spend with them. Change how much energy you give to them. You can't change people, and you will drain yourself dry until you let them go. You have to let them go. You gotta let them go. You're not the same person that they met however many years ago, because you're self-developing. You're fixing yourself. You're healing yourself. You're nothing like how you used to be. See, when y'all met, you guys were aligned. Birds of a feather flock together, right? The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You are a reflection of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you guys were very similar. That's why y'all attracted to each other in the first place. But you kept elevating, you kept growing, you kept reaching new heights, you kept learning new things. You're no longer that person. You completely different person. You guys are no longer equally yoked. You can't have a friendship if they don't want to change too. And they don't necessarily have to change in the same ways that you're changing. Just because you're running a business doesn't mean that they have to run a business, but they got to be elevating in some way, shape, or form. But if they just still sitting around year after year complaining, doing the victim Olympics, playing the blame game, well, that's just not someone who's aligned with you anymore. And that's okay. But you've got to let them go. And all the energy that you're giving to trying to pull them with you, you could be pouring that back into yourself and growing even further, faster, better. And let me tell you this, when you do let people go, and you know who they are, okay? It's not really a question. Deep down inside, you know exactly who you should be letting go, right? You can feel it. The energy's off. They might, be saying slick shit to you. You know. You may not want to accept it, but deep down inside, you know who you should be letting go and who is just no longer aligned with you. The beauty of this is when you do let them go, it's like new doors start to open for you. It's like you have new breakthroughs. That's because you let go of the blockages. When you're giving so much energy to other people, like I said, that's energy that you could be pouring into yourself and making yourself even better, right? When you give more energy to you, you elevate even further. You start thinking about things differently. New opportunities come to you because you are no longer being dragged down and pulled down by people who just aren't aligned with you anymore. And the quicker you can let them go, the quicker you can reach that next milestone. A lot of times God's not going to put you in that new position until you've proven that you are completely detached from the version of you that you used to be. And that version was the version that was friends with those people, right? You might have been someone who used to procrastinate, waste time, gossip, just a whole bunch of negative stuff, right? And God is ready to bring you into this new chapter, but he can't bring you into that new chapter until you let those people go, because those people can't go into that new chapter with you. And the longer that you hold on to these people who you should have been let go, the longer you delay that next chapter. So let them go. Appreciate the times that you guys did have together. Appreciate the memories, right? And it's not always all bad, right? I'm sure you guys had a lot of good times together. I know with people that were from my past, we had a lot of good times together. We did a lot of fun things together. Appreciate those things. Those memories are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. But your next chapter is waiting for you, and you're not going to be able to enter that door until you let those people go. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, you guys, make sure you join the Patreon. The link is down below in my description. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.